All right, I'm live. We've got 3. Need a 4th.
I can probably play till like 1:30 or so, Chuck, and then I'm probably gonna go to bed.
Sure. We can play as long as you want.
All right, let's see. Let me go ahead and help my partner out here.
All right.
At some point, I think as we play a little bit more together, and I get a little bit better out of playing, like actually playing the hands. I think we could probably try some in-person bridge.
Yeah.
But I want to play a lot more online to get better at.
Yeah. So I mean, if we get like a bug house gathering, we're probably gonna have enough people for bridge anyway. Like Wade enjoys bridge, so like me, you, Wade, that's 3 already. And I don't know. He might even teach his wife how to play. I don't know. So like if he rolls through with his wife again, that's a possibility.
The thing is, I'm
Or
kind
maybe we
of.
could teach
You
like
need
Marie
somebody who's.
Chess or someone like that. I don't know.
Well, yeah. I'm not going to really find someone my level because everyone's going to be either a lot better or a lot worse than I am.
I don't know if that's necessarily true. I mean,
West
I
is.
think you'll pick it up pretty quickly. I mean, I
Uh,
think my big advantage over you. I don't think I'm a substantially better at playing the cards than you are. I just have more knowledge of bidding systems, and I think you'll pick that up pretty quickly.
well, no, you're pretty good at least counting tricks. And
Yeah,
knowing
but
what your hand can
you're
win.
gonna get up to speed really quickly with that. I mean, the learning curve is not that high for that. I mean,
That's the part that I'm most worried about because the bidding system I think I can get mostly down. Or at least your bidding system. I mean, it depends on
yeah,
what you want to do when we play. I know you like to play the system, but we could probably figure out a couple of like niche things here
sure.
for when we play in person because we're going to be playing some extremely good players if
It's
we
your
play
bid,
in
by the way.
person.
Well, yeah, it
I know.
depends. If we play at the Vanderbilt Club, then yeah, then we will be the worst players there for sure. But
Yeah.
uh, okay. So you have less than 6 points, and we took it for a heart.
Uh-oh.
So
Might have
let's.
lied to you.
Okay. Well, I mean, unless you had a boatload of points, then we're probably not making it to game anyway. So probably no big deal. So we'll see how it works out here. But like, what do you know about my hand from the 1 heart bid?
I know you have 7 of 13, or sorry, you have 13 points to open, and that you have at least, or you have 5 card of hearts. You have, yeah.
And I have 5 card hearts. Yeah. Okay. Oh,
Oh yeah, that's right. Because you
this
open hearts.
dude
Otherwise, you
West
would have.
just set up all my clubs. What a nice guy.
So if you had 4 hearts here, for example,
If I have 4
would you
hearts, I
still
could not
open?
open 1 heart. So
Right.
I would
Okay.
open
Yeah.
like
You would
I
open
would open a
one
club or a
club.
diamond, and then
Yeah.
I would pray to God that you said a heart, and then I would say,
Yeah.
awesome, I have hearts too.
See, if I had a point or two in hearts, I would probably respond here.
Yeah, no, I mean, I
Because I
think
have
I
7
think your bid
points.
was fine. You were at the minimum, so you kind of figured we're not getting to game. Um, I'm kind of like in the middle. Like I'm not really at the minimum of my range, but I'm not really high either. So it doesn't like we. I don't think we're getting the game here.
Yeah.
That spade coverage is pretty nice that you have though.
I would
I
say
guess the
if I
question
had
is,
like the.
could we make 3 no trump? And the answer is probably not, but maybe we should count. So, uh, to make 3 no trump, we would need 9 tricks. Let's just
Yeah. So we have
assume we
1,
take all
2.
5 hearts, which is not necessarily true, but let's assume we get 5 hearts, 2 clubs because of that awesome lead from West. So now we're at 7. Um, and your ace brings us to 8, and maybe we can set up one of the diamonds, and maybe we get to 9. 3 no trump might be possible with this hand, but again, that assumes that like the Queen of Hearts falls, which with 8 hearts among us is not necessarily true. Like if we had 9 hearts, then like even one more heart is just so much better for us. We'd be a lot more hopeful about the Queen falling.
Okay, so let's just replace my 6 of hearts with a Jack of hearts, right?
Well, I have
Let's
the
say
Jack
I
of Hearts. You,
have,
you mean with the Queen
I
of
know,
Hearts?
I'm saying theoretically, I'm talking about
Oh,
for the
okay.
bidding, right?
Sure,
If
sure.
I had Jack of hearts, I think I would have gone 2 hearts.
Okay, so I saw the 10 from East Hand. That concerns me a little bit. Um, let's try a finesse though while we're over here. I want to finesse both ways. We're gonna try to finesse spades. Oh, the spade finesse worked. That's
It
fantastic.
worked.
Now we're gonna
Yes.
try.
Well,
Or should we go high? So there's a saying in bridge: 8 ever, 9 never. So that means we have 8 hearts between us. So we should always try for the finesse. So we're just gonna give it a whirl. The finesse
that worked
worked. Okay,
again.
everything is coming up great for us. So let's just pull all these hearts. The queen is gonna fall next. Do I ever want to trump anything over there? I don't think so. So let's grab this last heart. All right, that worked out great. So we still have 2 hearts. All right, so we want to set up this diamond while we still
Yeah, the
have
diamonds.
a way to get back to it. Okay, so now like most everything is good. I'm gonna play the 10. Maybe he'll play low. No such luck. So we probably lose a spade, but like everything else is coming up nicely here. The problem is I can't get back to your hand. Your hand is like dead. But it doesn't matter. We just lose a spade. I guess we play the spade last. So we are going to, let's see. Let's play a diamond. See what happens. Maybe they can't count. So
Yeah.
let's try this. I'll throw the spade. Oh, he threw a spade. I like that. There's another spade. All right. Did they keep a spade? Oh, they kept a spade. All right. But I mean, we made 10 tricks. So theoretically, we could have made 4 hearts, but they played that awful. Like, I mean, oh, all the finesses went our way. So that was helpful. And they kind of played awful. Like the lead set up a trick for us. So yeah, people who bid 4 hearts, like you can click the other tables thing. If you click on history tab to the right, you can click other tables. Let me bid my hand in first though. Let's see. Okay. Let's try one of these. If you click the other tables, it will show you what other people did with this same hand. And a lot of people went for the 4 hearts and went down. So we're like top board here. Is we made 4 even though we just bid 1. Alright, so my partner does not like hearts, but he has 6 to 10 points. Um, okay, so let's see. Huh. Well, you like diamonds. Alright, let me just clarify something real quick. And by the way, welcome in Chris's Legend. Chris's Legend Bridge is an awesome game. You should get your grandparents to teach you how to play. It's awesome. Alright, so he really likes diamonds. West likes clubs. Hmm. All right, we're gonna give this a shot. Yeah, Chris's Legend, I know. Yeah, it's like Spades. It's a game where you play tricks. Hazer 390 says it's a great game. All right, so 3 No Trump is game. We like being in game. So we
Was I
have a bit of a club issue. So
yeah,
East is probably going
Chuck,
to play
was
back
I
a club. So yeah, my bid was probably bad, but we oh, you have great diamonds though. Like once they run out of clubs, we're going to be in a good situation. I definitely want to keep that heart to get to my hand. Um,
Chuck, should
you
I
have boatload of diamonds. Okay. So unfortunately, they're going to get a bunch of club tricks, and they're probably just going to set us right off the bat because both of us had very few clubs. But they didn't double us, which was awfully nice. All right. I hate to do this to you, but I'm gonna start throwing away these beautiful diamonds. All right, I'm gonna keep a diamond so I can get to you. I'm gonna throw away some of my beautiful hearts. We're just gonna keep all the high cards. They have
I
more than
think
set
honestly
us.
we
It
can
was
claim now.
it was 5 tricks to set us. I haven't really been counting the clubs. I was just gonna wait till they played something else.
I think we
Okay.
can literally claim now.
Oh, well, I'm not sure we can because we're missing the Queen of Hearts and you're missing the King of Diamonds. So I could go for a finesse here or I could play the ace. So if I play the ace, then I could try to finesse the hearts or I could just play out the hearts. Let me see.
I think you just leave the 9 till the end and play everything out, right? That's the least riskiest play. I think.
Leave the 9 to the end. Well, no, I can't
Yes.
get
So
back.
you're gonna
Or, oh,
play
I
out your
can get
hearts
back to
and
your
play
hand
out
in
your
spades.
spades.
I can get back to your hand in spades. Okay.
Yeah.
So, yeah, let's just go ace. We're gonna go over to my hand. So we can get back and forth. I think I just play high because I had like a boatload. Okay, that worked out. All right, so I can dump your diamonds because they don't even matter anymore. So yeah, we could just claim, but sometimes playing it out takes less time than claiming. Because if I claimed, then they would have to squint at the cards and figure out, does the claim really work?
I have a question though.
Yeah,
Was I supposed to tell you about my spades on my second bid?
that's
I
a great question.
genuinely don't
Let's
know.
look. You could have told me about your spades, or you could let me review. See, it's kind of like behind my camera, like looking at your bidding. A little bit hard to see. Well, let me bid this first, then I'll look at that. Huh. Let's try one of these. This guy has a question mark. I don't know what the question mark is in the chat here. Hey chicken, welcome in. Um, okay, so yeah, I mean, we just kind of had really weird hands. You didn't have heart support for me. I didn't have diamond support for you. Um, and I kind of took a gamble on 3 no Trump, hoping that we would somehow have clubs dealt with, which we didn't. Um, but actually, we could look at other tables and see what they got there. We can even see the bidding on other tables. Oh, it looked like 4 hearts was the way to go. So I should have insisted on hearts because I had so many hearts. So I guess that's my bad. I went
Yeah,
to
but I
no
want to
Trump.
know
I should
for
have gone to
us.
hearts.
Yeah, but I want to know if I was supposed to let you know about my spades. If that would have
I don't. I
been
don't think you
the
need. I
play.
think your bids were great.
So then going 3 spades there would have been overboard then, right? You would
Um.
have gotten the wrong idea.
Yeah. At the 3 level. No. No, I wouldn't have gotten the wrong idea because, I mean, in general, so in general, if you bid spades, not the first round, but the second round, then I know you have exactly 4 spades because you need to have 5 spades to bid the first round, major over major.
Right.
So, like,
Right.
it tells me a lot about the shape of your hand. Like, I guess it's not a bad bid. Like you could give me more information that way for sure. All right, so you. Oh, okay. Let me figure this out. All right, let me go one of these. So my partner's bid 1 club, which means he doesn't have a 5-card major. But he has opening count 13 points. I passed originally, but he knows I have less than 13 points. And then I responded, and I didn't jump him, so he knows I have 6 to 10 points. He knows I have at least 4 hearts. Okay, it turns out my partner likes hearts. Hmm. Well. Alright, let's just go here. Yeah, I could have said 3 hearts. I'm at the high end of my range with 10. But I could have said 3 hearts and let you decide whether to go to 4, whether you're on the high end or the low end. But figured we just get it done. Alright, let's check what happened there. Alright, so we seem to be missing a queen. And who? Okay, so West led an ace. Alright, so let's hope he has the queen too. No such luck. Yeah, we're getting a little bit boned. Might be able to trump this. Okay, well at least we got that trick. Alright. So you have 3 hearts. Interesting.
Yeah. I have a lot of points, but it's hard
okay,
to...
well, so hold on. So we have honors in hearts. We might just kind of play this in no trump.
Yeah.
Okay, we have a problem with the ace of diamonds. We might be able to fish out the king of clubs. I think we got to pull trump. Let's go over here. And with transportation, I guess we play this guy. All right. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We have 3 more out. If we just pull them, we can't trump in your... We're never going to trump in your hand, so it doesn't even matter. And you have high cards, so I'm not worried about getting to your hand. I'm worried about getting to my hand. So I guess I should probably leave this ace. I want to end up in my hand, though. All right, so I'm going to go over there to the king, and then we're going to go back to something like the jack. All right, so all the trumps are out. We could lead this 6 around and hope that West has the ace. Ooh, West probably had the ace. That's pretty nice. We do still need to lose a diamond. I don't see a way around that. Let's just... Do we just give them the diamond? Let's just give them the diamond. Because I want to end up in my hand to try a club finesse. Alright, this one's mine. What do I want to throw here? I mean, I could trump for the 9 of diamonds, but I guess my clubs might be good, so yeah, we'll just do it this way. Alright, so now we're gonna try the 10 of clubs. Oh, okay.
Oh, that's it.
Yeah, that's quite helpful. I guess we're playing 2 robots at the end there. The humans left because they thought we were slow.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, Chicken, Firefly and SGS play bridge as well. So, like, if we had a gathering at my house, you know, SGS would come if there was enough notice, and he would love to play bridge. All right. All right. I guess they're in charge. We're gonna leave this guy in 1 diamond, which is probably not where he wants to be. Probably he wants to be in a major. He might not even have many diamonds. You never know. Depends on kind of on their bidding system.
Yeah. Yeah. Wait, what?
This guy wants an undo. I don't know what he wants to undo for. Like, but I just kind of always
Wait, this
grant
is
undos. This
ridiculous.
is casual, so doesn't
No,
really
for
matter.
sure. But taking back 3 bids is a lot.
It is a lot, yeah. I mean,
Wait, what?
it's kind of ridiculous, but it's all casual. It doesn't really matter.
No, doesn't matter.
And we're gonna leave him in 2 diamonds instead of 1 diamond. Easier to set, so that's fantastic for us. So if we want to set them, how many tricks do we need to take?
We need to take 6 tricks.
Yep.
Okay. Do this.
Seems reasonable. Now we can see the east hand. All right. So in general, all right, we're gonna give this a shot. So playing high, although he caught my king, maybe not a bad thing. Maybe it set up something from my partner. So that's why generally we play high, things like that. I got to keep in mind my partner led spades, so he probably had a reason to do that. So every chance I get to lead spades, we're just throwing him back at him. Turns out we have a chance to lead spades. Let's see what's going on in the suit here. Oh, see? I played the king. My king got overtaken, but I set up Chase's queen. So all worth it. And now it's easier for my partner to lead because he can see the east hand. Uh-oh. I guess we have all the clubs then. Alright, well, he's taking that trick. Not much I can do about that. Uh-oh. Queen got caught. Okay. Well, might as well take this guy. And I noticed that West didn't have any clubs. This can't be a bad lead. Like, his trump were probably good anyway, and if we can make him waste those, that seems fun. My 10 is bigger than everything on the board. That's pretty cool. Oh, there's one of those trumps. So I know I haven't cost myself a trick by that. Maybe I cost myself a trick by trumping. So he grabbed my 10 there. That's okay. He did make his contract.
I have a card for that.
Oh, that's a fun card for that one. Yeah. I like the way you think, partner.
And then I got a job for this guy right here.
All right.
So we didn't set
another we didn't set them, but that's okay. It's sometimes we just don't have good cards. Hey Zygor. This one Hornberger plays? Yes. Yeah, Jacob Hornberger, very good at bridge. And it's funny, I actually told Jacob Hornberger about this website. Like, he didn't realize you could play bridge online. And now he plays, like, online all the time. So,
good to know then,
so I ran into him at, like I told him about it at an event at George Mason University. And then I ran into him years later, and, like, I mentioned to him that I told him about that, and he told me he spends hours and hours a day on this site. Okay, let's see. I guess they have the cards, so we're in defense mode.
Am I leading?
Well, it depends who takes the bid.
Oh, sorry, I'm getting water real quick.
Sure. Oh, well, you might want to throw in pass first, or...
No, I know. I was getting water. All right. How did you know I was going to pass there, though? You didn't know that.
Yeah, I didn't know that for sure. I had a suspicion based on the previous bids.
Yeah, well, you never know.
Never know. All right, so they're at 4 hearts. Another thing you need to learn at some point is kind of the scoring. And 4 hearts is a game bid, so they get more points for these game bids.
Oh, I know all that.
Okay, cool,
Yeah.
cool.
3 hearts is also game.
3 hearts is not game. It's 3 no trump, or 4 of a major, or 5 of a minor.
Oh yes, or 4 of major, 5 of minor. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway, it is your
3
lead.
hearts is not game. Yes. Okay. But all right. All right. I know to do here. I think we're gonna start with this guy.
Yeah. So in general, I haven't given you any information, but they've given you information. So. So your spade lead is kind of what they did not bid, and you're kind of assuming those are our suits, which is a reasonable assumption.
Okay. That seems like a job for this guy right here.
Yeah.
Got a job for this guy. Uh-oh, that wasn't a heart for my partner.
It was not a heart.
Go ahead and slide this guy right underneath there.
In retrospect, I should not have pitched a diamond earlier. I probably gave them a trick there. Okay, so they're claiming they get a heart, they get a spade, they get those clubs and those diamonds. Yeah, it all looks kind of good. Yep. Can I accept that claim? We lost some imps there, but they made 7. They made all the trick. We didn't even take a single trick. So that's interesting. Yeah, so if I had played better, we could have taken a trick there. All right. Hit this button here. Tigler says, do people play this for mass money? Not really. It's not like poker in that people don't like wager money on it, but there are bridge tournaments. And I think maybe there's potentially money prizes at the top levels, but I mean, not that much. People play for fun. People do this professionally, though. I have a few friends who play bridge professionally, and the way you do it professionally is like it's a game with a partner. So there's some people who really like the game and want to play, and they want like a ringer, and so like they'll just pay you to be their partner. Okay, 3-0 Trump seems reasonable. All right, so for 3-0 Trump, in general, we have a a rule of what to lead. Chase, what is the rule? What do I lead in no Trump?
You lead for the third highest Trump from your longest suit.
It is the fourth highest
Or
of the
second
longest.
highest from your longest suit.
Fourth highest of the longest and strongest.
Oh,
But
I
yeah.
know, third highest. Okay.
So it basically helps communicate to my partner what my long suit is, so that maybe if he gets a lead, he can throw that back to me, and more often than not, that will help us generate tricks. Really, a 6. He thinks a 6 is going to take this. Seems like a job for the 9. All right. So let's see. I think basically what we're gonna do is we're gonna play diamonds all day long. I guess there's method to his madness, so maybe he set up a long club suit or something like that. Yeah, we're both out of clubs. The guy playing the hand is technically called the declarer. And, okay, let's see. Man, he is squeezing me. Don't really know what to play in these situations. Oh, it's not pleasant. Hey, Santos. 6 p.m. Vegas time. Interesting.
Oh gosh, we got slaughtered.
We did get slaughtered, yes. What happened to other tables? Looks like everyone got slaughtered. The way out was to hope that they did not bid 3-0 Trump. But these guys were smart enough to bid 3-0 Trump, so we were kind of screwed from the get-go. Yeah, Santos, I do play bridge. I played bridge longer than I played chess. Kind of the family game growing up. So yeah, to answer Zygor's question in more detail, so sometimes people play in pairs, which is groups of 2. Sometimes they play in groups of 4, where like one pair would play east-west and the other would play north-south, and they play the exact same hands at 2 different tables. And so some people like pay to put together a team of like ringers. So yeah, Chase, it would be the equivalent of like if there was a bug house tournament, and if Chicken was like, I'll be your partner if you pay me like $500, it would be kind of like that. Which we've effectively seen. I mean, Vampire Slayer is a ringer at the Berlin tournament. The guy who pays her airfare out there to partner him. Oh, I should probably review the bid in here. Okay. Turns out East says he likes spades, West bid diamonds. Okay. Well, my partner likes spades. All right, let's try this. That worked. So presumably spades is my partner's long suit, so that's what he led. I'm gonna lead this round. Oh, West is out. I guess I should be able to count then and figure out how many spades my partner has. So there were 4 played. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I think my partner has 4 spades left, which is more than there are on the board. So maybe he can set up some spade tricks. Looks like he wants to save those for later. Okay, this guy likes clubs. Ooh, wow. Turns out my partner has a few honors in high cards. Oh, congrats, Santos. It's higher rated than I have on the chess for sure. Okay, so my partner has given up a spade trick, but now he has 2 high spade cards. So if he can ever get in on one of these other suits, he's good for 2 tricks, which means we set them. Like if he takes like a diamond trick or a heart trick, then we are in business. Oh, he's not going to take a diamond trick. I'm fairly confident.
I would be willing to bet that I'm not going to take any diamond tricks. But I'm going to do my best here, regardless.
That's cool, Santos. Oh, so he's
Absolutely
claiming
not.
he
Oh, wait.
gets 2 hearts. He's claiming he gets a club, and he's claiming he gets 2 diamonds. That seems reasonable. I can't get over any of those things.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
played the ace earlier.
I saw you kept trying to set up those spades. Yeah, it's tough because you don't really have an entry after that.
Yeah.
Like
If I had
you
another
have good
ace,
spades, but you just are hoping that he leads spades, which he's not going to do. And I don't have a spade to lead you, which you should know. So, yeah, it's a difficult situation.
okay.
Okay. Um, my partner has not bid. Fair enough. So Chase, being the master linguist, what does el manar mean?
No idea.
Okay. Is Spanish not one of the languages you speak?
Yeah, I do, but I
Okay.
don't know what it means.
Hmm. Yeah, Santos, chess is stressful for sure. All right, they're
In
going to
fact, I don't
3 no
think it's a
Trump.
word in Spanish.
Maybe it's not. I don't know. I know 0 Spanish.
In fact, yeah, could be another language too.
We've built up a bit of a deficit in points, or in imps, but that's okay. Learning experience. All right, 3 no Trump. My partner is leading hearts. So I assume that is 4th highest of his longest and strongest. I'm gonna play this guy. I'm gonna play this guy. Alright, so that's 8 hearts are out. And with fourth highest to his longest and strongest, I know he's got at least 2 hearts left over there. So I should probably just try to lead back hearts whenever possible. That's an unfortunate card from the West hand. Alright, so I'm fairly confident Chase can win some tricks if we could just get to his hand somehow.
Oh.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I think you can probably reason out that I don't have a heart to lead back to you. But
yeah, no. Yeah.
we will try to figure this out though.
There is a hand that you can see though. That's the good news.
Yeah, no, I can
see one of
I
these
can
hands.
see that hand over there. So
that's good news.
Let's try this. Okay. Well, I guess we'll just go ahead and set them without relying on you so much. Oh, those imps are in the correct column. We have imps in the we column, where they belong. Although not many hands have been played yet, so that might change later on. But I think we have good defense there. Well, Santos knows Yokira Taco Bell about as much as I know. What is the object of bridge? So it's a little complicated. So bridge itself, the object. Well, hold on. Let me do a lead here first. Let's give this a try. Bridge itself, the object is to get as many points as possible, and you get more points when you bid game contracts. So there's a bid-in round where basically you're trying to figure out how many tricks you can take. And if you win the bid, then you get to decide like what suit is being played out. I'm sorry, what suit is the trump suit? And it also helps tell your partner kind of the shape of your hand and how good your hand is, etc. So anyway, if you take the bid, you're trying to make as many tricks as you said. And if you don't take the bid, then you are trying to prevent them from taking the tricks that they get. And you get points for that. So if you look here, the columns, the first column for we, they is just the amount of points. But this is a particular type of bridge called duplicate. And in duplicate, it takes some of the randomness out because in normal bridge, like if you have better cards, then you're just going to win. Like if I get dealt like 4 aces and 4 kings, I'm probably going to beat you if you have 4 2s and 4 3s. But in duplicate, a whole bunch of people play the exact same hands. And so it compares how you did with those cards versus other people with those exact same cards, which takes the randomness out of the game. Okay, he's claiming 5 more tricks. Yeah, those look pretty good to me. So we might get points for that because they didn't bid game, but they took a whole bunch of tricks. So this is where duplicate is good. Like if we were just playing normal bridge, then they would get 230 points. But in duplicate, once more people play that hand, maybe we played that better than others. So we kept them out of game. Okay. Yeah, to be honest, Santos, I haven't played spades, so I'm not familiar with spades. I've played hearts, I've played bridge, I've played like gin rummy. Um, I played poker. I mean, bridge is really the game that I play the most. Bridge and poker I like. I played some other random card games when I was like really young, but not recently. Like euchre is very similar to bridge. It's just kind of a simplified version. They're in 3 no trump. Interesting. Uh okay. Let's see who's leading. Um I am leading. Okay. All right.
Well, we know where the cards are. I kind of know where all
We
the cards are.
do. All right, so let's clarify what we're going to be aiming for here. Yeah, Santos, have you played euchre before? Euchre is very similar to bridge, except you only have the cards 9 and up. And the jacks are called bowers, and they're like the high cards. But I mean, it's a game played with trumps. It's a game where you have a bidding phase and a playing phase. So it's very similar.
Oh.
Okay. Oh, well, that's helpful. I do believe we're going to set them, partner.
I think so too. What happened here?
Yeah, I had a whole bunch of hearts. I started off with 6 hearts. So yeah, in no trump, they kind of have to have like a heart blocker, which it turns out they didn't. All right, so let's see. I'm gonna. All right, I'm just gonna lead to the strength of the dummy because that can never screw my partner. Okay. Yeah. Oh, we made some money there. Got 4.3 imps. Oh, spades you play with a partner. Yeah, it's very similar to spades then. Okay, hold on, let's see. Well, let's try one of these. Santos, another game I like that has elements of bridge is called Estimation. And I think it goes by many different names. But I was taught it as Estimation, which I think is kind of the Egyptian form of it. Okay. My partner does not like spades, he likes clubs. He has 6 to 10 points. Okay. So yeah, estimation is kind of cool because you are not playing with your partner or with a partner, but there is still like a bidding phase and a playing phase. So that makes it kind of like bridge, and there's tricks involved. Oh, partner likes hearts. All right. Hmm. I actually have a lot of support for you, but it was not like you didn't bid it originally, and you didn't jump me, so I didn't think we had enough points for game. So 3 is a little bit easier to make than 4, but kind of try your best here. So one thing you should consider, partner, is instead of drawing trump, you can just cross rough. Because
That's
we
what I was
have,
planning on doing.
yeah, all right, excellent.
So what I need to do now is I need to get rid of your club.
No, I mean,
Lead
you
clubs.
can lead the club over. I would lead a spade and then play the king or the
Yeah, let's
queen.
do that. Let's do that.
I mean, if he plays an ace, you can duck it. Otherwise, you play the king or the queen. He set up the other one. Yeah, just duck that
Okay.
and let him lead. If he's smart, he'll lead trump, but I don't think he's smart. Okay, well, he's dealt with your club problem, so yeah.
Yeah, that was nice of him.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now initially, so you can probably just duck this. Oh, really? Okay. I think you could have just taken it with your king, but that's fair. I mean, this probably works too. So, so yeah, I would play like the. Oh, okay. I think you should have played your king first, but okay. I guess you just planned on trump and everything, so that's fine. So,
Yeah.
so yeah. So yeah,
We're gonna trump.
just play low club
Yep.
to low heart. Hope they don't trump it. Oh, West is out.
Oh
Okay.
God, okay.
No. I mean, it'll
Yeah.
happen. So, I guess you play low here. Okay.
Okay. Let's go. I want to get.
So,
Actually,
so yeah,
this is fine.
yeah. Your ace and your queen are both good, so you're not worried about West over trumping you. Then you're gonna play
Okay.
a spade. You're
Yep.
still
Two.
worried about the jack, and the jack of hearts is the only thing that hurts you. So just play the 8 and hope that East still has spades. I guess he's probably out, but okay.
No, that's.
So it didn't work
All right,
out,
but
but good try.
we win the rest of these.
Sure.
It doesn't matter what play here.
Uh, well, yeah. I guess it doesn't matter. Okay.
It doesn't matter.
Well, here you it matters. You want to play the ace. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Good try.
Okay.
Let's see what other tables did here. There were some people that made 4 hearts. 4 hearts doubled and redoubled made. Wow. Um, so another thing you can do, by the way, Chase, is if you go to other tables and you click on one of those other people, then it will show you the hand and you can kind of play out like how they did it, kind of see what they did. But let's see. For now, we're going to focus on this hand. Click this button here. It's Santos. So, um, before Chase took the bid, so my hand gets laid down and everyone could see my hand. I'm called the dummy. And then he plays both his cards and my cards, and I just watch. That's what happened last time. All right, so it is my lead. All they've said is spades. So, we need to take. Okay. So, how many tricks do we need to take, Chase, to set them?
We need to take. Uh. So 4 tricks.
Excellent. That was quite sad. That could not be helped. Okay, they claim 9 more tricks. Wow. Okay, looks like they're taking all the diamonds, taking the spades. Are they taking the clubs? They're taking the clubs. And that heart can be trumped. Yeah, they have that. So we made some money there. Probably someone bid 6 and made it, I assume. Yeah, there's one person who bid 6 and made it. So 4 spades was an underbid on their part. So Santos, by the way, like on this website, like you can set it like 2 different ways. So you could set it where when you're the dummy, you could see all 4 hands, or you could set it that you can just see you and your partner's hands. And I have it set to just see my partner and my hands, which I hope you do too, Chase. I don't know if you have it set that way. Like, can you see their
That what?
hands when I'm playing it?
No,
Okay, good, good.
no. I do have your stream up, but I'm not looking at your cards, so I have it set so I can't see your cards.
Yeah, sounds good.
Because I would never want to look at your cards because I'm
Right.
trying to learn anyway, so that's completely useless to me.
Yeah.
Let's just give my partner some information here because my partner needs information in order to operate.
Okay, so my partner has opening count. He does not have 5 hearts or 5 spades, and his diamonds are better than his clubs. So let me give him some information. Let me see how much information we give him. Okay, we're gonna go with this. So my partner basically has asked, hey, do you have a major? A 4-card major. And I've said, hey, I have at least a 4-card major. And how many points do I have, partner?
7 to 10.
Incorrect. Do you want to try again? How many points do I have?
Well, you passed in the first one, so you don't have over 13. So you have somewhere between 7 to 12 points.
Incorrect.
I don't know how many points you have then.
Yeah, if I had, so I raised you by 2. I could have said 1 heart, but I said 2 hearts.
Yeah.
So I have
yeah.
more than 10 points and less than 13 points. So I have 11 or 12 points.
Yep.
So that narrows my range
Got it.
like a lot.
Because you raised me. Okay, right. Yeah. All right. That means you're on the high end of your range, and you have at least a 4-card major.
Yep.
Okay.
So my partner did not originally, so like when you support my hearts, Chase, because I was only promised him 4 hearts. So generally, if you up my hearts, then you're promising 4 hearts. If I had initially said hearts and I'd guaranteed 5 hearts, then we only need 3 hearts to support me. So basically, I'm operating under the assumption that you have 4 hearts. You're currently operating under the assumption, or I'm operating under the assumption you have exactly 4 hearts. As if you had 5 hearts, you would have said it initially, and you're upping me. So I should know you have exactly 4 hearts. You know I have at least 4 hearts. So between us, we have at least 8 hearts and maybe more.
What are we waiting on here? Is the bot? It's the bot, right?
That's a great question. Normally the bot just bids immediately, so it's kind of odd that it hasn't done that. You might have to wait for someone to sit in that seat, which is weird. Oh, Santos, one of your roommates says his mother's a contract bridge player. Yes, my mother is a contract bridge player. I mean, contract bridge is kind of just like the name of the bridge of the game. It doesn't mean you're under contract to be a bridge player. But yeah. So it is pretty frustrating that East is not bidden here. I guess we need to wait for someone to sit in that seat. So sometimes, like, you really shouldn't use this information, but just for the sake of argument, um, if someone like sits down at a hand and then they get up and leave, often that's an indication it wasn't a very good hand. All right,
Yeah, that's true, but
let's
that's
just
like kind of.
we'll just go here to have some fun. So my partner knows to pass that because we've already got to game, so there's no point in going further. Oh, he only has 3 hearts. Luckily, I have 5 hearts, but still, this is going to
Yeah, the
be a little
problem, the
tough.
reason is I don't really have a better bid. I mean,
Okay, so
I think hearts was our suit, but
yeah, no, that's fair. All
I
right,
don't have a better bid.
so let's figure this out. Okay, so we're we are losing like one club trick. We can take the rest. Um, okay, maybe I can finesse a diamond. Maybe I can finesse a heart. I think I want to try to finesse a diamond, and then we try to draw hearts. Or I could play the 5 of spades. I could play the 5 of spades and then play the king if he doesn't play the ace. That's another way to go. Let's just do the finesse while we're over here.
You going queen?
Sure. All right. Well,
Okay,
that
it
worked out.
worked.
Let's. I think it's time to go. Do we go 9? See,
Yeah.
we might even go. Oh, okay.
Oh,
We love seeing the king. That's helpful. All right. Um. So I could go over. Let's finesse him again. Like I could go over there to the ace, or maybe we 5 it. Um. Let's try this spade shenanigans. Oh, okay. We like West leading. Oh, okay. I wanted to delete that anyway. These guys are being real helpful. Um, I think sometimes the bots kind of play dumb. Um, all right. So now we can. Well, hold on. How many? So there's 4 hearts out. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 2 hearts left. Ah, we're just gonna go for a finesse. Did not work out. That's unfortunate. But everything else has worked out. All right. We're still missing the ace of clubs. So, oh, hold on. I should check that. Did we get? We got. Okay. Um, I think I just give him this club. There wasn't really a way around it. All right. Well, my king is good. I think we duck this. All right. I think my clubs are good, to be honest. Um, do I do? My clubs have to be good, right? Yeah, I think my clubs are good. So this may be stupid, but I wasn't counting too hard on the hearts there. Oh, so we made our contract. We got like 7 imps for that. I don't think they defended very good there. And we were probably a little frisky going to 4 hearts in the first place. But it worked out. Alright. Oh, Santos, your friend plays and wins tournaments. Nice. Okay, turns out they have the cards. Oh, hold on. Let me press this. Oh, okay. I got excited for a minute because it looked like we were up imps. It turns out we're still down a little bit, but we've made up a lot of lost ground. Only 2 imps behind at this point. Yeah, when I play with Wade, generally our goal is to be up imps. So based on the bid-in, if these guys were playing a bid-in system like mine, what I would expect is West is saying, hey, I have 5 hearts. East is saying, I have 5 spades. West is saying, no, 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 I really like hearts. Maybe he has 6 hearts. East is saying, no, I don't like hearts. Let's go to no trump. West is saying, no, no, we really like hearts. East is saying, let's just go with no trump. Oh, West really likes hearts. All right.
I probably shouldn't say this, but
so
it's not going to matter much.
East really doesn't like hearts.
I almost doubled that. I'm very close to doubling that. I'm not sure what my range needs to be to double.
Yeah, so it's not really about range, it's about tricks. So in general the question, like, you have no idea what I have because I've passed the whole time. The question is, how many tricks do you think that we can take between the two of us? Like, in general, if I think I can take 3 tricks and I like hope my partner can take 1 trick, then I would consider doubling. But I mean, sometimes my partner just has nothing, so it's tough. And sometimes what you think are good tricks might not be good tricks. All right, so let's see. What's this diamonds about? He's played low. Well, let's throw this in, see what happens. Oh, wow.
Oh,
okay.
Well, that's what diamonds are about.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, I mean, I think, yeah. I mean, I think West just has a ton of
Let's
hearts.
just take this guy. Why not? Right?
Sure. We're in the business of taking tricks here.
And, might as well just go ahead and take this guy too.
Sure.
Okay.
Didn't work out so well. But how many tricks do we need to take, Chase?
We need to take 4 tricks.
4 total tricks. We've already taken 1,
Yeah.
so we need 3 more.
Yeah. We do need 3 more. Hmm.
All right.
That's good news for the good guys.
Yeah, but I should probably figure out what's what here. Shoot. Don't necessarily have a great lead here. Um, okay, well, that was the other thing I was considering. So I guess there was no lead that set you up for anything.
Oh, yikes! We lost an imps there. All right.
Well, I mean, I don't think we necessarily lost imps. It doesn't show other tables yet. Looks like we gained imps from previous
Oh, you
contracts.
gained imps. Never mind. Yeah.
Yeah, we're four imps up now because more hands came in from these past hands we played. Yeah, Santos, often there's nothing you can do. Just kind of have to watch it unfold. Uh, wow, they really like diamonds. Okay. So West is basically saying, hey, what's your best major? And East is saying, no, no, no. No, no, no majors. We're sticking with diamonds here.
Okay. Let's I just throw a little feeler out there.
All right. So how many tricks do we need to take, Chase?
We need to take 5 tricks.
All right. So let's get on that. My partner led spades, so let's just lead that right back and see what happens.
Just to see what happens here. Why not?
All right. The good guys have taken 100% of the tricks so far. Good start.
Okay.
So if you're not sure what to play, then what would you do in general?
No. Oh, I'm gonna lead to the strength of the dummy.
Yeah, so because if you lead to the strength of the dummy, it's never going to screw me. Whereas if you lead to the weakness of the dummy, then I might play and West might overplay and take one of my tricks. If you lead to the strength, then probably won't screw me. Although usually you don't lead Trump. Usually you lead
I know,
one of the other
I
tricks.
understand
But
that.
but okay,
I was just that's
okay,
why
that's
I was
fair.
calculating.
Yeah, that's fair.
I understand. It's not.
So that's what I kind of wanted you to lead. If you led a spade, I could have trumped it. Um, it turns out, but you couldn't have known that.
Yeah. If anything, I was gonna play a club actually.
Yeah, I mean a club is reasonable too.
Okay. How do we get this guy? Don't see a good way to get this guy. But we're gonna hope that my partner has a high trump left. Even though I know for
So
a fact
so
that he
in
doesn't.
general, like at that point, like you might be out of clubs, but like if you had clubs, you should have led clubs. Um, because when you play something like a spade, that lets him decide which hand to take it in, and lets him throw away losers in the other hand.
Yeah,
So
that's a good point.
it's
Actually,
just like
that's a good
sets
point.
up more tricks for him.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. Yes, I should have thought about where they want to be. Yeah.
I mean,
Turns out he would have gotten it anyways.
here
Back into
probably
West Ham.
probably didn't matter, but yeah, clubs was probably just a rule of thumb in general. You should just keep that in mind. Yeah, so we made some money there. Where should they have been in? Oh, they could have made 3 no Trump. So they did not bid 3 no Trump because they're huge wimps, and we got some imps for that. All right. Oh, so Santos, when the contract goes through, it should say what Trump is, kind of on the left. So I'll point it out next time. And generally, like Trump will be listed like highest of the dummy, and the hands will be rearranged so that Trump will be on the left from my perspective. Okay, my partner supported spades, um, but has 6 to 10 points. They really like hearts. Um, Yeah, I'm just gonna pass this. Yeah, Santos, the Trump suit changes. It's based on the bid in. So whoever takes the bid gets to decide what Trump is. So if the bid that wins the day, like last hand, the bid that won the day was 3 diamonds. So diamonds was Trump. The hand before that, the bid was 4 hearts. So hearts is the Trump suit. And if no Trump takes the bid, then there's no Trump suit. Okay. So it turns out that our suit is spades. Let's
That would be a logical deduction.
see how that goes then. This seems like a safe play on my part, and I get to check out the dummy.
Slide this guy
which
right
is
underneath. Let my partner do all the work here.
okay. So now I can see the dummy, and let's see. So okay, so let me see. That's 4 spades out. My partner supported my spades, so he probably has at least 3 spades. So I expect he has at least 2 more spades. So that would be 6. I see 1 on the board, so that's 7. Okay, so okay, we're at the 4 level, so I think I want to grab tricks while I can. I'm gonna grab this before he has a chance to throw stuff away. Okay, so that wasn't a bad play on my part because East is the long hand of Trump, so I'm not like losing tricks by that. So it was worth doing.
Slide this guy right underneath.
Sure.
Job for this guy right here. Okay. Now I want to lead to the weakness of the dummy. The reason for that, Jiminy Cricket. I'm thinking they're gonna win this one, Chuck. I'm just gonna throw that out there.
Yeah. But no, but I like your
Holy
thought
Samoa.
process. So the weakness of dummy generally would have been clubs there. And that would have been a good play.
Okay, so this is.
Let's check what other tables did. Oh, it turns out we could have made 4 spades. That's interesting. So
Yeah,
I guess
we could have. That
not,
is
not
possible.
only that, but it's an interesting sacrifice bit. Because even if we don't make 4 spades and we go down 1 or 2, that's better than them making 4 hearts. And sometimes it knocks them up to 5 hearts.
I didn't know that. How does that work?
So yeah, that's why it's kind of important to learn the scoring. So the scoring is, I mean, it's a little complicated, but basically when you make a game contract like that, you get, so for a major, it's going to be 30 times the number of tricks that are bid, or the tricks you take. So 30 times 4 is 120. Then you get a game bonus, which is 300 if you're not vulnerable, 500 if you're vulnerable.
Oh.
And then if you're set, then you lose 50 points for each trick if you're not vulnerable, 100 points for each trick if you're vulnerable. And the red tells you the vulnerability. All right, they seem to like clubs. Let's let them do their thing. So sometimes it can be to your advantage to take the contract, even if you know you're going to go down, because it's better than them making the contract. But it gets a little complicated. Okay, my partner said nothing. They didn't say very much about majors. Probably majors are good for us. They love clubs. We're gonna try to avoid clubs. But we're gonna go with this guy. Yeah, I understand, Santos. And spades are always trump. Yeah, in this game, the trump suit kind kind of depends on the bid-in. Ooh, that's fun.
I know exactly what to do now, by the way. Let's throw this guy out there.
Seems reasonable.
I think I know exactly where
All
one
right.
card is.
So let me figure this out. Hold on. So 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh gosh. Okay, so okay, so I think it's good for me to play this. This has to be the move.
Okay. So we want to play to the strength of the dummy here. Okay. I'm going to do something a little weird here, actually.
So keep in mind, now the dummy is on your right. So if the dummy's on your right, then you're not playing to the strength of the dummy, you're playing to the weakness of the dummy.
Yeah.
In general. But you might have another plan, which is fine too.
I'm going to go ahead and do this. There's a reason for this, though.
Sure.
I don't think we get another chance at that, is the whole thing.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fine. I think this actually makes sense.
All right.
I might be wrong. I might have just. No, I think that did make sense, actually.
Okay.
I don't think we would have gotten another chance to win that club trick, is the reason.
Good to know.
Could be wrong, though.
So sadly, I'm gonna have to start throwing these.
Chuck, after this hand, I have to take a quick 10-minute break.
Okay.
But I'm not leaving for good.
Okay.
I do need a 10-minute break right after this hand.
Sure.
Yeah, I don't think we would have won another club hand. I think I needed to play that ace because he was going to run out of clubs very quickly. And we know that and the other thing was that they bid clubs the whole time.
They did?
So
yeah.
I wanted to win that club trick.
Well, we set them.
But I was going to win it no matter what.
We set them. We made more than 7 imps for that.
Okay,
So
I
great
need
job.
to leave. Let me go ahead and leave.
Are we standing
I will
up
be
here?
back.
We're standing up?
If you want to play one without me, you can. I'll be
No,
back.
no.
I'll
just stand up here.
Okay, sounds good. Let me
Yeah,
I'll be back
I'll
in
take a
like
break
10,
too,
15
and
minutes.
we're probably gonna go back to another table. But let's just note that we are like 10 imps up due to my partner's awesome play.
Right back.
So we won that round. Santos says I'd be a good spades player. Yeah, Santos. Interestingly, my brother really likes spades, and he grew up playing bridge. I get the impression like is spades like a drinking game? My brother was in a frat, a fraternity, and he said he played a lot of spades in there. So I don't know. I get the impression spades is more of a game that's played by younger people. Not a drinking game? Oh, okay. It can't be turned into a drinking game. I don't know. I don't know much about spades, but I know my brother really likes spades. I'm going to take a quick break to hit the bathroom, but I'll be right back. And my partner's obviously away here. we're back. And by the way, I had an interesting decision earlier in the hand there. I think I might actually just like show this previous hand. Let me pull this up. Let's see, analysis. Does this work? Yeah. Okay. So this was the previous hand. And there was a point here. So I can play out the trick by trick here, I think. Okay, wait. Let me back up because okay, so this was like a critical trick here where I played low and oh wow, maybe this is not as I guess Chase screwed up here. So I played low for the reason that I knew there were exactly 2 spades left. And my reasoning was if East had both spades, then playing high with the 10, I would not be able to catch his jack. Because I would play an ace and East would have a low card, and then I couldn't run my spades. So in that case, if East had 2 spades, it would not benefit me to play high. And it turns out also, if East does not have 2 of them, then that means that Chase would have at least 1, and then he should have known to lead the 7 of spades. So for some reason, he didn't do that, which was not so good for us. So what did he lead? He led his ace of clubs. I mean, that's fine. But after that, he led the jack of clubs. The jack of clubs was not so good. So here, he should have led back a spade, and we just win immediately. So if he led back a spade, I take 3 spade tricks. And then we just set them. No, the 9 of spades that I played was the correct play. But Chase should have played the 7 of spades. Because Chase knows I have high spades because of my opening lead. Opening lead, 4th highest of your longest and strongest. So he knows I have the most spades. He knows I have spades behind. He should know exactly what to play. So that was a screw up of Chase. And we're going to have to bring this to his attention when he gets back. We're going to rewind this actually, and we're going to go over this.
Oh, I'm here. I'm just eating.
Oh, okay. Oh, do you see my stream?
Yeah.
Okay. So,
I saw it. I should have. I actually knew it in the moment. The reason it was very stupid and it doesn't make any sense. But the reason
no, your ace play was great. Catching that ace was great, but after that, you should have led your spade.
Yeah, I agree. I thought about it too. The reason why I played the jack is I was playing Hope Bridge.
Yeah, but instead of playing Hope Bridge, you should I have spades. And
yeah, that's true.
And that just like we just crushed with that. Like it's 3 instant tricks for us. We set them immediately. Mm-hmm. We set them not just by 1 but by 2 tricks, and it's just game over there.
That's sorry.
Yeah, so just keep that in mind for the future.
It's hard to remember a million things.
Yeah, for sure. And I do not remember as many things as other bridge players, which is why I'll never be like a top level bridge player. Like memory is important with bridge. So I try to count the trumps, like if I'm defense or offense. But there's a lot of people out there who don't only count the trump suit, but they'll count every suit. And they'll know exactly how many cards are left in each suit. Not only that, but at the high levels, I try to keep track of the aces. I keep track more when there's suits that I care about, where I have a chance of winning a trick if I can set something up. But like in theory, you should be paying attention to like all the cards played. And in theory, this is just like medium level, not even high level. Medium level, when we get to the last trick, you should know exactly what cards are left. So so it should be no surprise. You should be able to tell me like even though like their cards are covered, you should be able to tell me exactly what East is going to play and West is going to play if you're counting all the cards. But an even higher level than that is you can know that even earlier because you can take their bids into account. And their bids tell you a bit about the shape of their hands, if you know their bidding system, and their point counts. So at the highest level, and this is what like I see like Firefly do when he plays bridge, is like whenever a card gets thrown out, like not only is he keeping track of, even if like hearts aren't trump, he's keeping track of how many hearts are left, but he's also deducting like hearts from their hand, and he's being like the shape of this guy's hand is he started off with 4 hearts, and now he has 1 less heart, so he has 3 hearts left. So he's keeping track of how many of each suit are left in each hand, and they're also keeping track of the points. So if someone plays like a king, then it'll be like, okay, they started off with 10 points, and now that's 3 points less, so now they have 7 points. And so like as you get down, eventually you can like you may be wondering like who has the king of diamonds? Is it in east hand or west hand? But if you keep deducting out the tricks that are already played, eventually you could say like it's impossible for east to have the king of diamonds because that would be too many tricks. There'd be too many points, and he would have bid higher if he had the king of diamonds. So it has to be in west hand, and it turns each hand into like a puzzle. So it's like memory and also keeping track of like everything, and that's more work than I want to put into bridge. But that's how the high level people do it. Santos says, "Am I going to the World Open this year?" I am going to the World Open. Yeah, hopefully you'll be there, Santos.
The only thing that's weird about that though is you're assuming that they're using the same bidding system that we are.
Not necessarily. So it it would be easier if they're using the same bidding system, but at the higher levels, you try to know their bidding system, even if it's different from your bidding system.
Right.
And yeah, that again is kind of beyond my capacity. I mean, I know simple things about the bidding system, like I know, like I know week twos, even though I don't generally play week twos, for example. And I'm learning more and more about bidding systems, but I don't know as much as a lot of other people.
I'm still eating here. Sorry. So
Sure. So what are you eating?
I have pho.
Oh, is that the Vietnamese or what?
Yeah.
Okay.
They have a place that stays open until 4 a.m. here.
Oh, that's convenient. The only place open at 4 a.m. around me is Waffle House.
Yeah.
So I guess that's the advantage of the city. I would hate the traffic where you are, but at least places are open.
There's also a place right next to me called Jack Brown Burger, which is very, very good and very well known, and they stay open late.
Nice.
But it's not the healthiest food. I mean, like if you look at their menu on Sundays, their special is it's a burger with 2 Krispy Kreme donuts as the bun, with bacon and I think peanut butter.
Okay. Yeah, so I mean, Waffle House is not like my go-to place, but they have food I can eat. So like usually I'll go there when I go there like late night when everything's closed, I'll just order a chicken biscuit. And I mean, it's pretty cheap and it's decent food. So I like that there's at least some place open. And Waffle House literally never closes. So if there's like 6 feet of snow, Waffle House will still be open. Oh, and on the subject of what you just said about unhealthy food, I was watching a video earlier tonight, just browsing through YouTube, and it was an old video from The Onion, and basically it was like a satirical news report where it was a press conference given by Subway sandwiches, where they were like, we're shocked to learn that some people are ordering 12-inch subs and eating the whole thing themselves. Like, that was not our intention. The 12-inch was intended to be split between two people, and apparently Americans were not aware of that. So we're going to be much clearer in our advertising that no one person should eat a 12-inch sub. No, Santos has Taco Bell and McDick's, meaning McDonald's, or is McDick's? I'm assuming McDick's is McDonald's. Yeah, the McDonald's around here is not open that late, as far as I know. I think Taco Bell probably has a later drive-through, but it closes. I think it might close at like midnight or 1 a.m. or something like that. My go-to places around here are Applebee's and Buffalo Wild Wings. And tonight I went to Applebee's. But sometimes I just get wrapped up in Bughouse or something, and I realize that Applebee's and Buffalo Wild Wings are already closed, and then I gotta go to Waffle House. So, Santos, you say I have great diners around here. As far as I know, the diners around here are not 24/7. At least the really nearby ones. Yeah, I mean, when I was growing up, kind of Denny's was my go-to late night place, because Denny's would be open 24 hours a day. I think a lot of Denny's have closed though. Oh, Santos, I'm not living in PA anymore. I'm in Tennessee right now. Um, so I've permanently moved to Tennessee, but I will still go back for the World Open in Pennsylvania because my parents and my brother still live in Pennsylvania.
Yeah, someone was saying that we said it was like the best Bughouse player in Pennsylvania is Chuck. They clearly don't know the Bughouse players that play in Pennsylvania.
Yeah, chicken is quite good.
Well,
And
there's
I don't
also
think
Peter William
Chicken
Minear
has
too.
never like left Pennsylvania, has he? Like he's been
No,
there the whole time.
no, but Peter Minear's there too.
Yeah, Peter Menier, and also we have Spinal Tap.
Oh yeah,
So
Spinal Tap.
that's three good players right there.
All right, I'm almost done.
Yeah, I'm not the best Buckhouse player, but I think I'm the most enthusiastic Buckhouse player.
Yes. Well, at this current time, I think you are probably the most enthusiastic.
I would say over the long term, I'm the most enthusiastic.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
maybe not on any given day or in any given year, but I have some staying power.
But you also don't hold any records for the amount of time playing either. It's probably close,
I
but
think
you
I think I
definitely
have a
beat.
record for the amount of time observing. See, I
Yeah,
watch
that's
a lot
probably
more
true.
Bughouse than I play, but that's a little bit hard to track though.
I'm pretty sure Reaper played for like 3 days straight at one point.
Sure. Yeah, he got his
Like he
RD down to
started
like
Friday
6 or something like
afternoon
that.
and didn't stop until Monday morning.
Yeah. I, and I was kind of shocked that the newer players know who Indian Reaper is. But a few of them have mentioned
Actually, do
him.
you remember when we played with Reaper over the board too? We played all night.
Um, I've definitely played with Indian Reaper before. I don't remember you being there. What was that in DC or was that somewhere else?
Yeah, it was in DC.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
And then there was it Successor was there as well, I think.
Oh yeah. That's the one I was thinking of. Yeah. And Successor is originally from Russia. So I guess he was working in the US for like a year or something.
Yeah. And he was friends with Reaper.
Yeah.
I stayed at Reaper's house when I was there. And we played all night. I don't remember who our fourth was, but we did play all night.
Yeah.
And I
No,
thought it
I
was
remember
you.
that.
believe it was when we were on Reaper's floor and we played all night.
Yep. Santos, that was a while ago. I lived in suburban DC from 2008 to 2015, something like that. So got a lot of bug house in around there.
The Bughouse World Championship's pretty fun to watch, though. It's been a good one.
Yeah, and the finals have been scheduled. The finals will be Tuesday night.
I think Chicken's gonna win.
I already have a wager on that.
Really?
Did you see my wager?
No.
Okay, so GSVC, like as soon as it was announced that it's going to be coming up soon, GSVC was like, I am super confident that 12 Teen is going to win. So he sent 200 flowers to M. Michael, and he said, I am betting on 12 Teen to win. I will take any odds. And so I saw that like 5 minutes later. So I sent 2 flowers to M. Michael, and I said that I would take Chicken to win with 100-1 odds versus GSBC, because he had agreed to whatever odds people wanted. I don't think they'll honor that, but I was just kind of joking.
He might actually still take that.
I do think Chicken and Zizon are the underdogs, but I think 100-1 would be a deal. If I had to set odds for that, I think reasonable odds might be something like 3-1. I don't know what
Chicken is higher than Zixon right now, right? So it is Chicken versus Sugi, right? Is that will be the matchup?
I think you're probably right. Zizon is usually higher than Chicken nowadays, but Chicken has gotten his rating up the past few days. I mean, whether his rating will still be high on Tuesday is anyone's guess. So do you think that's the better matchup for them if Chicken plays Tsugi?
Here's what I think. I think Firefly and Chicken are going to be downtime the entire series.
Of course.
They're just going to be downtime no matter what.
Yeah.
The thing is, though, Chicken can beat Jasugi. This is what people don't understand. Like Chicken is completely able to outplay Jasugi.
Of course.
Which is just not possible with almost anyone else on the server. And so if Chicken's going full madman mode, I think they're going to pick up some early games against them. Now, the question is whether or not they can use that momentum, right? If Firefly gets fired up, I think they do have a chance.
I also think that Plocken plays a lot riskier than Zizon does. Yes. But if Plocken can get into like an even position up like 15 seconds, then even though Zizon's pretty good at chess, I think Plocken can just like chess him, because Plocken's just pretty good at chess.
Yeah, I honestly think though, I think Firefly's going to be winning out of most of the openings. I think Plocken's going to have a hard time against Firefly's aggressive openings. Now, I think he's going to successfully navigate a lot of them, though. I really do. But Firefly is a very hard player to get an advantage with early on in the game. That I think that Plotkin's really good at. He's really, really good at making that advantage disappear. Right?
Yeah.
He's really good at it. I don't know. I mean, I want to see Chicken in full man mode. He knows it's the finals. And I think the Chicken is going to show up. He's been playing a fair amount, too, more than Jasugi has. I think he's going to be ready. We'll see, though. We'll see. I think the Chicken and Zixon have a good chance here. I really do. I'm not sure I would bet on them with flowers or money, but I'm actually going to have a hard time.
See, again, when you say with flowers and money, like, I think there's so many people favoring the 12 team that I think you can get odds So like
Yeah.
odds, it can definitely be worth it.
Plotkin's also been playing a lot too. He's
Yeah.
trying to practice, which is good for them. But nobody he's playing against, at least while he's practicing, plays like Firefly. The other thing is like, I think that Firefly can out Bughouse Plotkin. I mean, Firefly's kind of the goat of old Bughouse, and he's very, very, very good at Bughouse tactics. So the only thing is it going to be fast enough? And the question is probably not.
Yeah.
I mean, time is too important, and we'll see. I don't know, though. If Chicken shows up and goes full man mode, I think Chicken's got it. I really do. If Chicken just goes full blast like he used to, I think he can. I think he can carry it. I don't know though.
I think it's going to be a fun match no matter what. So
I'm really looking
how's
forward
the foe going
to watch.
there?
I'm almost done.
Okay.
I'm finishing the last little bit.
Should I invite you to a table then?
I'm not sitting at my computer, but you can.
Okay.
I think that the Chicken Jasugi board is going to be really fun to watch. I really want to watch it from Chicken's perspective.
Oh, Sancho says it's fa, not foe. Oh, my good, my bad.
Fa.
Fa.
Okay. All right. I should be good now. Okay.
All right, I got some cards here. So yeah, Santos said earlier that he used to play DC at DuPont Circle. I played a little bit at DuPont Circle. I really like that they have like the chess tables there, but it was hard to get Bughouse going because the chess tables did not have enough room for like a second board. It's kind of hard to pull them together. But still, I went and played and watched some chess there when I was around DC. I mean, honestly, that happened more when I was working in DC a few years before that. When I was like interning in DC, I would try to go to DuPont Circle whenever I could. But more recently, when I was at George Mason University, that was suburban DC. So I didn't get into DC that often, maybe like once every month or two. But I still checked out DuPont Circle like once a year, something like that. I mean, if I lived in DC, I would be there like all the time. Is my partner's bid. Yeah, Santos, I went to George Mason University. That was for my PhD. All right. My partner's bid a club. So he wants to know about my majors. Just give him a little bit more information here. Okay, it turns out my partner likes spades. All right, so we're gonna go here. So I know my partner has exactly 4 spades. He didn't open with a spade, but he said spades on this second round. And he should know that I have. What does he know about me? He should know I have at least 4 spades also. Now he's saying hearts. That makes me think that he has 3 hearts, maybe? Potentially 4. But if he had 4, he would have. No, I think he has 3 hearts. He has 4 spades, 3 hearts. So, turns out, and we've been bidding before they were. The bid's getting kind of high. Oh man, clubs is not their first suit. No one's vulnerable. Wow. this is tough. All right. Oh God, this is really tough. I'm gonna go here. It's kind of a toss-up, to be honest. And when I say a toss-up, it was a toss-up between that and Dublin, because I don't think they could make 4 clubs. Or yeah, I probably should have doubled. That probably would have been better for us. Okay. Who's playing this? Oh, you're playing this. Okay. Yeah, we were much better off than double and 4 clubs. So my bad, partner. But just try your best. It turns out we're missing some spades, but at least we have a lot of them. So my suggestion to you is that you draw trump, because you're probably going to draw like 2 high trump at a time. Like you may have the ace and the queen fall, or the ace and the king. So I would draw out those trump.
9 is out. The 9 is out.
Yeah, so just play the 10. Okay, so that's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So if we're lucky,
North has no spades, and South has the ace and the king.
Well, this is great for us. So you play the 5, and he's finessing his partner. All right. So now I'll play the queen. I would still play a spade, and let's hope that 2 spades fall. You're basically playing this in no trump.
Yeah, this is actually. It actually doesn't matter what spade I play.
It doesn't matter at all. Yeah.
Of them.
Okay. Unfortunately, North has both of them, but that's okay. So just play a spade, and now you don't. Now okay, play low, and then you play your king of clubs, and then don't play spades. I mean, they're gonna set you, but I think you get the rest of the tricks. Or oh, maybe we have a heart problem actually. Well, I think you play ace of clubs and you dump a heart on it, and oh no, even better. Okay, so I guess you have a problem getting over to the Knight Tour hand. That's a bit of an issue. Oh, maybe you can trump a club. Maybe play the ace of clubs, and then you toss like the 2 of diamonds on it, and you play the 8 of clubs and you trump it, and then you play the ace king of diamonds and you dump your 2 low hearts. So that's my suggestion. Ace of clubs, dump the 2 of oh, you're there. Okay. Whoa, why did you do that? Okay, you play the ace for sure. Yeah, I didn't realize which hand you were in, but that's okay. I would still play the ace of clubs, then the 8 of clubs to the 5 of spades.
That was my plan. I told you that, but you were talking.
Okay, yeah. So dump your 2 of diamonds. That's a useless card. The issue here is if North is smart, he'll over trumpet now and play a heart. So we have to kind of hope that North has a club, and he does. That's awesome. So now play your diamonds and dump your hearts.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, you played that great. We just did not have the high spades. So this was. Oh, whoa. Wait, what? We made that? I thought we were down. I guess I miscounted. Okay, well that's amazing. Are we top board there? Or no? I mean, I guess a bunch of people made it. Okay. Oh, we're east-west now, not north-south. So, apparently, what we did not want to do was bid 7 no trump and go down 5 doubled. So, if we had done that, they would have made a bunch of imps. So good on us for not doing that. I was seriously considering just doubling their clubs, but the fact that we made this contract was like even better for us. Okay, my partner bid. He has opening count. Does not have a 5-card major. All right, let me tell him about these guys here. I'm telling him I have 6 to 10 points, and I have at least a 4-card major in hearts. Oh, he really likes clubs. Okay, South is supporting the spades. So I imagine that means that South has 4 spades in his hand. We're gonna throw this in. Partner really likes clubs. South has switched to diamonds. All right, let me just press this button here. Oh, Santos was looking at GMU for master's degree. Yeah, it's a great school. I really enjoyed it there. We lived in Centerville and Chantilly. Yeah, I used to go to Centerville pretty often. The gym I went to was Lifetime Fitness in Centerville. 4 clubs? Really? Okay. I don't know what he wants me to do, but I'm just gonna keep pressing this button. So yeah, I liked the Lifetime Fitness there. That's kind of where I first got into weightlifting. And I had a friend who lived in Centerville, so I would go to Centerville like pretty often to hang out with him, play chess sometimes.
Let me play this one, and then you
Sure.
can criticize me afterwards.
Sure.
Now I have no way of getting back to that hand.
Yep. That hand is
That
dead.
was that I fucked
Well,
that.
no,
Oh, I'm sorry.
you do have a way of getting back, but it's probably not going to happen. So,
I
effectively,
do
the
have a
hand is
way of getting
dead.
back. Yeah, I do actually.
I mean, but it's not going to happen.
Let's run this. Okay. Yeah, I'm sorry. I did screw this up, but so we're gonna lose. Clubs are good. We're gonna lose. Okay, we're just gonna run this out. Yeah.
I think you probably should have tried a low spade there and hope the king drops.
Yeah. The good news is we win everything else. So.
Okay. Well, that means you make your contract. So that's awesome.
Yes.
Yeah, so well played. Yeah, when you were over in the Night Tour hand, I think you maybe should have tried a spade finesse. But
yeah, I agree.
but this but everything else kind of worked out. So in general, like when you're starting off a hand, like sometimes you try to count your winning tricks, and sometimes you try to count your losers. Those are kind of the two approaches. But generally, you should try to plan out like like don't feel the need to play quickly. You should try to plan out like all the tricks before you play like your first card.
Wait, what happened here? Holy smokes. Four clubs, three clubs, four clubs, four hearts.
It's one guy who bid 7 clubs.
Yeah, I
That
think
was not
four
so
clubs
smart.
is not wasn't that bad. We
Yeah, no,
maybe could have got
no.
the five clubs. It
It
looks
turns
like they
out
got.
it turned out 4 clubs was fine. I was a little frustrated by the bid in because I didn't really have much support for you, and also just keep in mind that 4 clubs is a pretty high contract without much in the way of returns. Because like 5 clubs is game, 4 clubs is not game. So you see, the
Yeah,
points we got is not
but
very
I
much. We
had
got 130 points for
I
that.
had 16 points in 7 clubs, so
Yeah.
I was like,
No, I get it. You're just trying
I,
to take the contract. That's fine. No, it worked out fine. You know, I was kind of worried um before you played it, before I saw like how great your hand was.
okay. So my partner has given me a whole lot of information here. Um, with that information, I'm going to do this.
Seems reasonable. So that is 4th highest of his longest and strongest. He must have really great diamonds.
Well, we got that situation clarified, I think, at least
Sure.
from Sal.
So just we played diamonds 3 rounds. So I think there were 8 the first 2 rounds, 3 the last round, if I counted correctly. So that would be 11 out. So maybe my partner has 2 more diamonds. That would be fun. Let me just grab this guy here. All right. So, well, shoot. We need to figure out how to take some tricks. This may be a bad idea, but we're gonna go for it. We're gonna play some hope chess. Did not work out. Okay. Santa says Ova chicken. I don't know who that is. Met him in a restaurant. Oh, is that a poker player? I'm not familiar with him.
Wow.
So generally, what 3 spades means is 7 without 11, meaning he has at least 7 spades in his hand and less than 11 points. All right. They did not get the game. I like that. 3 of a major is what we like them bidding. They,
Okay.
this They have to take a whole
So
bunch of
I
tricks, and
think I know what to do here.
all right.
I'm just gonna throw this little feeler out there, see what happens.
Seems reasonable.
Okay. Well, that clarifies that.
Sure.
I have a pretty good idea now of what North's hand looks like.
Well, the North made.
Based off of the dummy's hands.
Yeah. I mean, the fact that he's taken a while to play this kind of means he probably doesn't have a diamond, I'm going to assume. And he doesn't want to trump this because he wants to save it for other. He's figuring out what to pitch. Oh, never mind. He had a diamond. That was weird. And wait, what did he throw a jack? Wow. Okay, that's a pretty high diamond there.
Well, just take that guy down. All right. Well, generally, okay. Yeah.
I like that play. Apologies in advance, but I'm gonna overtake your trick.
No, I was almost positive he was gonna trump that actually.
Yeah, for sure.
But that was kind of worth the point.
All right, so let me go ahead and take this guy. And here's the thing. My thought is that we win all the diamond tricks. So we're just gonna make him trump in the long hand. This can't be a bad play.
I do have some news for you here, Chuck.
Oh, that's great news.
Okay. We're just gonna throw this guy out there.
Yeah, I like that play. Again, we're just drawing trump from the long hand. Can't be bad. Just grab this guy here. All right, so we do need an encore. Not so sure I have one of those. But let's throw
Seems
this guy
reasonable.
out here.
Just gonna slide this guy right underneath.
Sure.
Oh, wait a minute. Oh. Okay. There was a little glimmer of hope there.
Yep, we like those glimmers of hope. Now, have you been counted? Oh, it automatically played for me.
Not
Oh,
know that
I
you
wanted
had
to get the opportunity to play that card to ask you what card I had. But we did end up setting them, so that's nice. If you were counting Trump, you should know that there was a Trump left out there.
the sort of information my partner has for me. Okay. A lot of information.
Yep.
Let me give my partner some more information over here.
That's great information. Okay, so they are not in game. We like that.
Okay.
Oh, I guess I should be throwing
though.
something out here. Well,
Or your turn.
Let's try this guy.
That seems reasonable. Okay. What is he gonna do here?
Great question. Or maybe what is she gonna do here? Might be an even better question.
I wouldn't assume anyone's gender on here, Chuck.
Yeah, just go based on Anne. Anne seems like the name of the female variety.
Yeah, but
And I'm gonna
you
assume
don't know
that
that.
Anne was born in 1958, if I was guessing.
Could be Anthony, spelled with an E at the end. I wouldn't get too ahead of yourself. 1958 would make them 70. No, 60, 68 years old. All right, so what's going on here? Seems my partner has a high club. I'm just going to slide this guy right underneath. This seems like a job for this guy right here. Okay. Go ahead and play this guy right here.
So when you say it's a job for this guy, like you should have known that my diamond was the high one except for yours. So taking it was fine if you had like a good lead, but if you didn't have a good lead, then it would have been good to duck it. And it seems like you did have a good lead, so that's pretty cool.
Go ahead and take this guy down. I might as well just see what happens right here.
Sure. I like it. Okay. Now, I see the dummy is on my left, and therefore I will play to the strength of the dummy because it will not bone my partner.
Oh, I have a job for this guy right here.
And South was so disgusted with that play that he left.
Let's just throw this guy out here. I don't know.
Sure. Okay. Put this guy out.
Oh, as luck would have it. I don't know what happened there, but
Seems like we set them. There are not hands there yet, so we don't get to really see what happened. Always kind of checking the other tables. Sometimes we're like the first people to play the board, so it takes a while. Okay, I should probably be counting points here. Seems like South did not like that hand.
no, Chuck, that was my only diamond left. That's why I played the king of diamonds, even though I said this is a job for this guy.
Okay.
So when I took
No,
the diamond trick,
no.
it's
I
because
mean,
it's my only diamond left.
you just you had genius plays there because I had I think I started with I started with yeah. You could look at the hand there. I started with Queen Six of Spades, and the problem there was he pulled my Six of Spades with his ace. If he had let another spade around, he would have caught my queen, and so the only thing my queen was good for was to trump something, to rough something. So it was very lucky that you played something that I could rough. That was like
I played
fantastic.
the heart.
Yeah, that was awesome for
Well,
us.
it made the most sense from what we were doing, but
Yeah.
I expected us to lose that hand, but yeah,
Well, it'd be
it
interesting to
was
see
it was the most logical suit.
when more people come in. We're still the only ones that played that one. All right, we've got a south. All right, let me get this party started. All right. My partner does not have heart support. He likes diamonds. Maybe South likes diamonds too. Uh, well, we're just gonna go over here. So in general, when I rebid a suit like that, normally you can add one to the length of the suit that you think I have.
Yes, I do know that. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So let's see. There are 3 clubs, and that's like their second suit. Um, okay. Yeah, let me just pass that.
Okay. I think I know what to do here. Just gonna throw this guy out
Yeah.
here.
So my partner knows to lead the highest of his partner's suit. So I see a 4 and a 2 on the board. So I think I have a pretty good idea of where all the hearts are. Let me just throw this guy out here. And now I'm thinking of doing something a little bit surprising to exploit that knowledge. I'm going to play this card here.
That's an interesting card.
It
That is
is.
an interesting card.
It is very
If
interesting.
there's any card to play in the deck right now, I think that's probably the most interesting card.
Yeah?
Um, so I think I'm going to play another interesting card here.
Yeah, I thought you might. I thought you might. North was not aware of that, but I was highly aware that that was what's going to happen.
All right. Let's just make some noise here. I think. Let's just throw this guy out here.
Interesting. By the way, I should have asked you, how many tricks do we need to take? And if we want to set them.
We need to take 5 tricks.
Okay, good to know.
We have taken 3 tricks so far.
All right.
I'm highly confident that we should be taking this trick as well.
Okay.
Though nothing is sure in this life.
Hmm.
And now I have some information.
Okay. I'm all ears.
Well,
Well, that's interesting. I also have some information. Let me just throw this guy out.
seems
All right.
reasonable.
So I see a queen 10 on the board. We're just gonna play some of these hearts, but this time I'm playing the high heart.
Interesting.
And the cool thing about this is,
I know, Chuck.
okay.
I know. Oh, that's an interesting card. Well, I think I have a job for this guy.
Yeah. Well played.
And then I'm just going to go ahead and throw this guy out there.
Oh,
I'm just going to see what happens
that's
there.
a fun card right there. Let me give this guy a try. Okay,
Oh,
it turns out North
all
wanted
right.
that one. Well, we'll let him have it.
I can't do anything about that.
All right. What was our plan? I forget. I think we were going to play hearts at every opportunity.
That's true. That's a good plan. Okay. I think I have a job for this guy now. And then I'm just going to probably throw this guy out there and see what happens.
Seems reasonable. All right. Let me think. If I were better at counting, I might know something about that, but this might be a bad play, but we're just going to throw it out anyway. Oh, okay. It turned out to be a good play. All right. I'm going to try this guy. So, Chase, I have some good news. we have made our contract. We bid 3 clubs and we took 9 tricks, so that makes our contract, right?
Yes.
So yeah, that was like we put on a clinic on defense there. So you did awesome there. All right. I guess we're gonna try one of these guys. So I've given my partner some information. This is called convenient minor. So what he knows is I have opening count.
I know exactly what
No,
this
well, I'm
means.
telling the stream. I'm not giving you
Oh,
anything.
okay.
So he knows, my partner knows that I have at least 13 points. I do not have a 5-card major, so I don't have 5 hearts, I don't have 5 spades, and that my clubs are better than my diamonds.
Yep.
And my partner has bid a spade, so now I know that my partner has at least 4 spades and he has 6 to 10 points. So I'm gonna tell him a little bit more about my hand. So when I say 2 hearts, I'm telling my partner a few things. I'm telling him he should know that I have exactly 4 hearts. And he should know that I do not have 4 spades. So I have less than 4 spades and I have exactly 4 hearts. Turns out he really likes spades. So now I know he has 5 spades. So really likes those spades. We like playing in game though, because we get more points per game. So we're gonna try 4. Might be a little bit high, but luckily I don't have to play it. My partner has to play it. That's on him. So good luck, partner. Looks like you have some chances here.
Okay. Now, our goal here is to never, ever, ever touch diamonds again. And we want to get rid of this club so that we can cross rough all day. I don't want to pull trump here. But how do I do that? I think.
So why don't you want to pull trump?
Because I want to cross rough. I've got only 1 diamond in Night Towards hands and only 1 club in Bloviate's hands. So I'm going to cross rough.
If you want to cross rough, why not just do that right now? Why not just like give them a diamond, and then
that's actually what I want to do, because this is actually sort of a finesse too. Yeah. Okay.
well, it's not a finesse because they can see the king, so they can see my hand. But but
you're right.
but it's fine. No, it's fine. Let them lead. Now this, on the other hand, is kind of a finesse. That sets up your king, so that's pretty cool.
Okay. So now.
Oh, even if you didn't want to pull trump, they're gonna help you pull trump. So that's helpful. So
okay, we're gonna one up this to see if we can get the king out.
Sure. Oh, there's the king. And that's awesome for us.
Which is good news for us. Okay, now I think we just cross rough here.
I'm not. There's only 2 trump left, so maybe just. Let me see. The only thing that.
Oh yeah, that's probably true.
I mean, you could try to trump a diamond. Maybe you trump a diamond. Yeah. And then after that, you could just pull the last trump and go from there.
Then this doesn't matter. Okay, now, all right. Now we just run everything. Doesn't matter.
Your king of clubs should be good. So why don't you play the king of clubs? Throw hard on that.
Yeah, that's true. That's a good point.
And now if you want to go for, well, it, I think the best way of doing this would be to trump a club, because then you could try for a heart finesse.
That's what I'm gonna do. Yeah. Okay, and then now we see if we can get that guy out of there. And it didn't work. Okay.
Yeah, so now
I think we take this, and then we play with the club, and then we cross rough.
Yeah, well,
this is the right move.
yeah, you can trump the club, and then what you could do is you can play out your spades, and then hope they drop the king of hearts, because they don't know what you have left as your last card.
Yeah.
It turns out you should have taken the finesse. So, but he dropped that, so that was nice for you anyway. So they misplayed that a little bit. But yeah, great job. I wonder what other tables did. It looks like most people were in for spades. But yeah, you played that fantastically. All right, let's see. Well, let's try one of these.
Oh, he wants you. Oh, that guy wanted you to reset to the imps, I guess.
Yeah, I don't do that. A lot of people will come in and ask for that, and then they'll leave, which is really obnoxious. And so when you reset the imps, like it doesn't let you look at previous hands again, like unless that's changed. But like when I played like 5 years ago, that's what it did. Oh wow, my partner has less than 6 points. Interesting. Okay, well if he has less than 6 points, then I guess they will take the contract. All right. So yeah, let's take a look at this dummy, see what we're looking at here.
Slide that guy right underneath.
All right. Yeah, let's keep these going. Worked out well the first time. What could go wrong? Oh, well, that's fun.
Well, I know something that everyone knows. But yeah.
So you just kind of led to the strength of the dummy. In general, you want to lead to the weakness of the dummy. So I mean, I kind of see where you come from. You're probably thinking lead in your partner's suit, since I had bid clubs. But I mean, generally, when you bid clubs at the level I did, one club, it doesn't necessarily mean you have clubs.
Yeah.
So I don't think your lead was the greatest. Oh, whoa, hold on. That's a 7.
It is a 7.
That's a 7 right there. Holy smokes.
It's 7.
All right, let me just take that down. All right, well, heck, I don't know what to do here, but let me just pull Trump.
Ooh.
Maybe pulling Trump was not so good with my partner with the jack there. Feel a little bit bad about that. Especially if he throws a queen out here. Oh, that was not the queen I expected, but fair enough. All right. We're going to lead to the... okay. Well, let's see. I'm going to try one of these. we made our contract. We made one spade. Great job.
I did have 6 points, but I mean,
It turned out I had 17 points. I was at the high end.
I was at the
But
absolute low end. But
yeah. No, but
I
it's
should have
fine.
told you about my hearts.
It's fine. It worked out. Yeah, and I could have gone on like when they bid, I could have bid one no trump, but I knew we weren't getting the game with you like passing originally, so I just didn't see a point. I figured it was easier to defend. All right. Hmm. Well. Hmm. Okay.
Two no trump.
Santos asks, are we in a tournament? No. We're just playing casually.
So they opened one heart. South Path. My partner says I have somewhere between 7 and 10 points, and I really like diamonds.
So I opened like it's not me responding when it's responding to their bid. If you had bid, then it would be like 6 to 10 points. But I'm not responding to them. So I have 13 or more points. All right, they're going to 4 hearts. Partner kind of likes diamonds. All right, we're gonna go ahead and press this button here. Oh, wow. Okay. All right, so my partner thinks they can't make 4 hearts. How many tricks do we need to make to set them, partner?
4.
4. Okay. Sounds good. So we know the plan. Let's take a bunch of tricks.
Yeah, that's the plan. All right.
All right, let's get started with this whole taking tricks thing. I think that was our plan, right? Our plan was to take tricks?
Yep.
Okay, good.
Well, I can see the dummy hand here. I'm just gonna slide this guy right underneath.
Sure. All right, so I've done my part. My partner doubled. He must have something. What did he bid? He bid diamonds. Okay. I guess we could try a diamond. Let's see what happens.
Oh, that is interesting card. I'm just gonna throw this guy out here.
I noticed that's higher than everything on the board. So that's pretty useful. Looks like we set them, partner. Now, here's the thing about doubling them. Like, the more tricks we take, the more points we get. So, let's just take as many tricks as possible here.
I have a very strange hand. I could be screwing this up. I'm sorry.
No, don't apologize, but I mean, we already set them, so that's pretty good. Oh, now we set them by 2. And when you double, you get like extra points. So I think it's like, let me see, is it, I'm trying to remember the score in here. I think it's 100, 300, 500 or something like that. I don't know. We'll see the score when it ends, but it is favorable to us. Let's put it that way. Okay. I think this card is useless. Is it? Maybe it's not useless. I'm trying to figure out what my useless card is. I'm going to assume this card is useless.
Okay.
Oh, we set him by 3. Yeah, so it's 100, 300, 500. So yeah, we
I
made
don't know if you
500
can
points
see
for
my
that.
hand here, but I'm counting on winning at least 2 tricks.
Yeah,
for sure. Maybe three.
I opened. So yeah,
Right.
that's a
So I thought
great double.
I thought for sure we should be able to win 4 tricks. My plan was we need to win 4 tricks, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So,
That was a great double.
all right.
And you know, we haven't doubled very much, but like you don't want to double and then they make the contract. So usually you should be very shy about doubling, but that was an excellent double on your part. Wow, one no Trump. All right, we're gonna need to discuss some of the idiosyncrasies of bidding here. Honestly, I'm tempted. Oh my god! Wait. Wow.
I just wanted to give my partner as much information
No,
as
no,
I possibly could.
that's good information. Yeah, this is kind of the one of these weird situations. Hmm. Okay, so now I'm going to explain a bid, and this is part of a more complicated bidding system. So, in response to one no Trump, there's something called stamen and transfers. A transfer means that you bid the one that is one up from this. So this is something even different. It's called puppet stamen. So I'm going to bid 3 hearts, and he's going to pass, and you are going to bid 3 spades. And the reason for this is my 3 hearts doesn't actually mean I have hearts. It means I have spades. So you're going to bid 3 spades, and that helps because now my hand is going to be the one that is shown face up. My hand is going to be the dummy. So that's good for us. In addition, we're going to try some more trick bids here. Now we're going to try something called, I don't know. So should we? Yeah, I think we should fish around some more. We're going to try something called Gerber. I'm going to bid 4 clubs. And now you're going to tell me how many aces you have. So if you have 0 or 4 aces, you're going to say 4 diamonds. If you have 1 ace, you're going to say 4 hearts. If you have 2 aces, you're going to say 4 spades. And if you have 3 aces, you're going to say 4 no Trump. Okay. Well,
I would have bid this regardless of what you were about to say.
That's interesting. All right. Now I could fish around for more information. In fact, yeah, let's do this. We are gonna do this again. I'm gonna say 5 clubs. We're doing the same thing, but for kings. If you have 0 or 4 kings, you say 5 diamonds. If you have 1 king, then you say 5 hearts. If you have 2 king, you have 3 kings. Okay. So this is quite interesting. I'm going to have a very interesting bid for you, and you are going to pass. Okay?
Yes, I'm gonna pass.
Okay.
Holy smokes! What is that? Wait a minute. Wait.
You're
Chuck,
going to pass.
I don't understand this.
You're going to pass. So I figured out how many aces and how many kings you have. You have 3. It turns out I have one of each of those. We have all the aces, all the kings. I have 2 queens, and I have a bunch of spades. So we are playing 7 spades. You have to take all the tricks. So good luck, partner. So you're okay. What you should do is play this in no trump because you don't want them to trump stuff. So I would just draw out the spades. So
Absolutely.
So maybe this is one of those weird situations where maybe 7 no trump was the move. So, but yeah, we're trying to take all the tricks and we want to make sure they don't trump stuff. So we have 8 trump, and we're hoping that they split somewhat. Okay, so that's 4.
Yeah, we hope he has a. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. So
That's
there's 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There's one more trump out. Let's throw that ace out. We need that last trump. And all your cards are good, but you could just throw the 6 of clubs out. And at this point, you could claim, or you could just play out some cards. But it is impossible for you to lose any tricks. So the benefit of transfers, which was the first trick bid we did there, is that the strong hand, your hand, is not revealed to them. It's the weak hand that they see, which is what we like. So they don't know what cards you have. And then the second thing we did was Gerber, which is asking for aces. And then if you like what you hear, you can ask for kings, which is what we did. So I was able to find out exactly what you had before we went up very high. Yeah, Santos, that's the whole point of the stream. So yeah, I hope you learn a bit about this.
So obviously, my point was I had 26 points, so I don't know anything about these other bidding systems. I almost didn't care what you were going to bid. I was going at minimum 4 no trump, probably 5 no trump, no matter what you bid.
Yeah, the problem is that there isn't an advantage to 4 no trump and 5 no trump over 3 no trump. You don't get any extra points. You get points if you go to the 6th level or the 7th level, which is why we did that. 6 or 7 is called slam, and you get a lot more points for that.
I did not know that, actually.
Yeah, so it's important to know the scoring system. Okay, so let's figure this out. All right. So yeah, I mean, in general, we're trying to get the game, but when we just have all the cards, we're trying to get to slam. And you can see there are people who bid 6 who lost imps because 7 was just cold. And we were able to figure that out because we, fished around with these trick bids to figure out where all the aces and kings were. Okay, so they are bidding a bunch. Fair enough. Santos, yes. I mean, Santos, there's 2 types of slam. There's a little slam where you need to take 6, meaning you can lose 1 trick. And there's a grand slam. Grand slam means you take all the tricks. And you just get huge bonuses for both of them, but a bigger bonus for the grand slam. So it's pretty cool that we made a grand slam. That doesn't happen very often. Did you bid 3 hearts?
I did.
South bid 2 hearts. We passed originally. What?
Yep.
I'm so confused, but I think I just have to pass this. I mean, I don't know what you expect me to do, but good luck to you. I do have a few points for you, but good luck.
Here's my thinking. I actually have a good weakness, a hand to play this, even if I was going to play this. So I'm actually not scared to play this.
No, I mean, I think you can make this. I mean, you're missing the ace of hearts, but all of our clubs are good. And like we're just missing the king of spades. Honestly, this is a pretty good fit. And now because you had a singleton, you can trump the diamond. So
Yep,
that's
that's
pretty
absolutely
awesome
what
for
I'm
us.
doing. And I think you just do a low trump here. Okay, and now I'm in this hand, and so now I really want to run out. I think we just get rid of. Well, no.
I think you want to pull trump and then run your clubs. Um, so I would just, give them their ace of hearts. But remember to count the trumps. You've already trumped one trick, right? Or roughed one trick.
Yeah.
The
So there's been
terminology. So remember to count the trump
yeah.
so that we know when they're all gone.
So there's 9, 10. There's 3 trump left that aren't
Yeah,
mine.
keep grabbing them. And we're hoping to get
Okay.
2 for 1 in an ideal world. But even if we don't, we can just kind of play this in no trump.
Okay.
It's kind of odd that they were bidden when we had like better cards. Okay, this guy did not get the memo that you're out of diamonds. Although, like, how many trumps does South have? I think South has 2 more hearts, so I think you just play out the hearts and grab South, and then uh okay, then it
I think we
gets
throw
a
out the.
little bit
Oh, we
complicated.
have to. We still have to do a finesse here on the spade.
No, you don't. Can you just play can you just play the jack of spades here?
Why?
I think you play the jack of spades, then you play
Oh,
the 10 of clubs and you play a low club. And then you play the jack of clubs and you overtake it with a high club. So you can play like the 2 of clubs here because your 10 is good, right? And now you play the jack and you take it high and run out your clubs high to low, which I think they're all good, but even if they aren't, you still have the king of trump. Wait, did you not pull the last trump though?
shit! I just I fucked this. I clicked
Oh,
the wrong
uh-oh.
card. That was
Yeah,
full
you're supposed to
lesson.
play high to low, not low to high. Yeah, you screwed yourself, but you still can make your contract because you can trump this and play the ace of spades.
Yeah, that was a big, big
So
mistake.
so you lost 2 tricks, but you still made your contract.
No, I literally misclicked. That was not what I was supposed to do. That
Okay.
was that was not. That was a total misclick. I did not mean to play that.
Okay. So a lot of people were in 4 hearts. That's interesting.
Were we supposed to be in 4 hearts or them?
We were supposed to be in 4
Yeah, but
hearts.
see, I only had 10 points to start.
Yeah, I was kind
Well,
of at
I
the
had
borderline. I
6
had
hearts.
let me check. Well, first let me bid this one. All right, I'll press this button. Okay, so maybe I miscounted my points. So let's see. I had 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I mean, arguably I had 13 points. Maybe I should have opened. So that's probably on me. Um, where was I in the bid in? Maybe I should have opened. Yeah, like I had 1 distribution point, so I could have opened. So maybe I should have opened. That was probably on me. I would have opened with a club there. Um, okay.
And I would
On
have
the
told
other
you about my
hand,
hearts
this
immediately.
this hand. Okay. Yeah. So if I open a club, then you say a heart. You might
No, I
even say 2
pass.
hearts.
Yeah, I might pass and then tell you about the hearts in the second round because I only have 11 points, I think.
No, but 11 points is amazing in response. So if I open, 11 points is enough to jump. So I could say 1 club, you could say 2 hearts.
Shit.
Okay, so they seem pretty adamant about taking this contract.
But yeah, I didn't think my 3 hearts bid was that strange. I think
No,
I think that was actually the right
it was
move.
not strange given what you had. It was strange that they bid hearts. So yeah, I was confused because they bid hearts and then you bid hearts on like the third round there. Um, okay, let me figure this. Okay, I think I pressed this one.
But you tell me if I was wrong, but that also, I feel like that also forces them into a weird bidding situation too, even if I'm wrong.
Yeah, no, I think your bidding was fine. I think I was the one who made the mistake by not opening in the first place. Um, are you aware that the trump suit is spades?
Oh, no, it's no Trump.
Oh, okay. Never mind. My bad. It is no Trump. Okay. That's still kind of odd because he seems to have a boatload of spades and he bid spades twice. So it's kind of an odd thing to lead with. But okay.
That's true.
And what happened there? Oh, okay. Oh, he played spades and you played spades. You guys are the only ones with spades. All right, fair enough. Okay, your second try at throwing a suit out, not very great either. Maybe you'll get a third chance to lead.
Maybe. One can hope. Sorry, I might have screwed this up.
So the great thing is, like, his spades on the board are probably good, but I don't think he can get to them, which is pretty cool. So yeah, if you had led hearts at any point, he was set immediately.
Sorry, my bad. I have to use the restroom here.
Okay.
I'll make my bid and then I'm gonna use it real quick.
Okay. I will try to be very slow with my bid.
Okay, I'll be right back.
Sure. Oh, Sanchez says, how do you know which suit is Trump? So it's whatever the bid that gets taken. So the last bid was 3 no Trump, so there was no Trump suit. Last hand. Then the hand before it, hand 11, the bid was 3 hearts. So hearts was the Trump suit. All right, so he's bid a diamond. Let's see. All right, so I kind of know what I want to bid, but I want to wait to give my partner a little bit more of a chance to come back. What does IMPS mean? That's international match points.
Okay,
And
I'm
it's
here.
basically, before that with the we, they, there's the raw score. And then what the international match points are is a lot of people play the exact same hand. So if I click on other tables up here, then it shows me a bunch of people who played the exact same hand. And you can get different scores based on that. And it adjusts based on the score. It scales to the international match points. And I think it's, I don't know, somewhere between 0 and 24 in either direction, negative or positive. And yeah, usually imps are not very big. So it's
Wait a
unusual
minute.
to have like 10 imps.
What happened here? Well, I went to the bathroom for 2 seconds.
Okay.
So South opened one diamond. My partner doubled.
Yep.
And then North went one spade.
Yep.
What in the fuck is going on? 3. Okay. Hmm.
Everything you said was
Let's
a true statement.
let's do this. Confusing my
All right,
partner.
so they like spades. Hmm. This is getting pretty high. I guess I'm gonna press this button. So Chase, sort of the problem with your bid of 2 diamonds there was South bid diamonds also. So when I double, I'm basically saying that a double is kind of the same as bidding clubs or diamonds, that I'm asking for your major suit. Um, but it's like I don't have to raise the level to do so. And generally, like I could say 2 clubs there, like if I had really good clubs. So if I double, generally you can assume that my diamonds are better than my clubs.
Mm-hmm.
So kind of what we can infer by this is probably North doesn't have very many diamonds. He might have like 1 or 0 diamonds. And it looks like South, me, and you all have diamonds. And I know you passed originally. So when I bid my double, that says I have opening count. Um, and you know I don't have a 5 card major. But like we're not really going to get to game in diamonds since you passed originally. So we're not going to have enough points for that. Um, so so yeah, it doesn't necessarily help us like find a suit going diamonds. Which is maybe we didn't have a suit period. But if you had any other suit you could have told me about, then it probably would have been a good idea to do another suit instead. But it doesn't, like I don't know what your hand is, so maybe that was best. So yeah, this is exactly what we expect from South. South has 4 diamonds. I expect North either has 1 diamond or 0 diamonds. So let's see if he's gonna rough this. Okay. I think that East probably has 4 diamonds. Okay, and there's a 4. He's probably confused, but I'm gonna play
Okay,
this, and there he's
I'll be right
roughing it.
back. I gotta stand up for a second. I'll be right
Sure,
back.
sure, sure. Okay, my partner has become a robot. But that's okay. Um, all right. I'm gonna lead to the weakness of the dummy. My partner, who is now a robot, may be able to exploit this. Turns out he couldn't. So I didn't want to lead diamonds because that would set up a diamond for him. All right. North is pulling trump, which is probably a good idea on his part. Oh, my partner took a trick. That's kind of fun. He's playing hearts. Now this is kind of tough. I think I have to play high here. Now I'm gonna hope my partner has the king. I'm gonna play the low heart. Hopefully, oh, okay, my partner took that trick. That's nice. And he does have the king. Maybe North trumps this. Nope, we get that trick. We just need one more trick here. That's pretty cool. But I can't necessarily help with that. Um, I'm hoping maybe North is out of trump. Honestly, I haven't been counting trump. As in this particular contract. Oh, North is out of Trump. Okay, now he's going to lead a diamond, and I get to take these 2 tricks. It's pretty awesome. Oh, I'm glad I didn't play diamonds earlier. We made a little bit of money on that. We made 2 imps. So what did other tables do? Like a wide range of things. So some people, there's a few people who made 2 spades. We just had great defense to stop them. All right. So then we count my points. I can do it out loud now since Chase is not here. So 4 points for an ace, 3 points for a king. That's 7. So 4 more points. That's 11. 2 points for queen. That's 13. 14. 18. 18 points. That's a boatload of points. I'm going to bid a club here. The problem is I would like to bid no trump, but I don't have hearts blocked. So I have like the distribution for hearts. Oh, okay. He's got some hearts. I think I'm going to go right to 3 no trump. I'm not going to mess around. Because now that I know he has hearts covered, we're good. I got these other 3 suits covered. Maybe I'm getting too frisky, but like, I don't think we had a fit in some other suits. Okay. So we're in no trump. Okay. Oh, we have a lot of spades. That's highly interesting. We could finesse clubs. Maybe. I think I take this and I finesse clubs. Maybe they run hearts, but he has a blocker in hearts. So I think I'm going to grab this. I could also duck it to prevent communication. We're going to try for a finesse, because if the finesse happens, I just take all the clubs, which would be wonderful. If I take all the clubs, then I just like win. Oh, that's unfortunate. All right, so he's going to play hearts all day long. But hopefully my jack... Oh, okay. South is out. That's great for me. Alright, so now I'm worried about the king of diamonds. Alright, all my clubs are good. So I can play out the clubs and I can play out the spades. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. If the spades split, then I just take them all. But probably that doesn't happen. So probably I'm going to lose some stuff here, but we're going to hope for the best.
Okay. All right. I'm back.
Welcome back. I guess I go all in. We're going to go all in. Oh, he threw a spade. That's awesome for me. I love it when they throw spades. All right. So there's a jack. All right. So we just need a queen. Show me the queen, South. Awesome. And now spades on the board are high. This trick makes the contract, and we make 1 over trick. And then I lose the jack of hearts to the queen of hearts. All right. They made an imp there. How did they make an imp? I thought I played that awesome. Let's see. It turns out we were better in 4 spades. Okay, that's fair. So what was the bid in there? Let's look at the bid in. Oh, he never mentioned his spades. So he had 5 spades. And I opened a club. If he had responded... Oh, he had the same number of hearts and spades. He had 5 of each. So I never got... so if I had not gone right to 3 no trump, so maybe in response to 1 heart, I should have said a spade to tell him I had 4 spades. I was just worried that he would pass before we got the game. Chase, are you ready to play, or are you still doing
Yeah,
other
I'm
things?
ready. I'm here.
Okay. So I'm gonna remove this guy and reserve it for you. Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
All right. So let's see.
Okay.
He said two
Two
no
no
Trump.
Trump.
Oh Jesus Christ. Okay. I think I gotta pass that. That's pretty high. Oh, it's my lead? Two no Trump and it's my lead. Well, let's try this. This seems like a fun lead right here.
Okay. I have a pretty good idea of what my partner's hand looks like. I have a couple cards I have questions about, but I pretty much know the shape of my partner's hand. Okay.
Well, that's a fun card. Let's keep these going. Plot twist. He's out. It turns out I got some more of these. Let me ask you a question, Chase. How many spades do I have?
I don't know. I would venture to say that you have a lot of spades because South would have responded with spades most likely.
Well, South opened with two no Trump, and we all passed. So,
Oh, sorry. Yeah. I don't know though. I think you have a lot of spades.
I do have a lot of spades. We're going to keep them going, and you can count how many spades I have by looking at that number to the left of the bid there. And that number keeps going up. All right. So let's try this one. All right. I think he probably makes those guys. So we'll just say yes. They made imp? How did they make imps? What? Okay. Apparently we should have bid four spades. So maybe it was a brilliant bid on his part. That's kind of weird. Like I had amazing spades, but like I would have had uh, to bid higher than the 2 level. I would have to bid 3 or 4 spades. Like after he had already indicated he had a boatload of points. That was tough to do. Wow, I'm kind of shocked by that. Okay, well let's figure this out. Press this button here. Yeah, I'm really shocked by that. Yeah, let me just show people the previous hand here. Like, this is what the cards were. Like, holy smokes. They bid 2-0 Trump, and I would have had to bid higher than that. I mean, I legitimately could have bid 3, but I know nothing about my partner's hand. So it's tough to do. Alright, anyway, let's focus on this hand. Okay, he bid a diamond. Yeah, let's let him have that one. Yeah, Spinal Tap. That's what shocks me. Like you would think that would be good, but if we look at other tables, a bunch of people got to 4 spades and made the contract. 4 spades doubled making the contract, and you make a ton of points. And also apparently I should have doubled him, but I was worried if I doubled him that he would figure out a better suit to go to. That's why I didn't double him. Because I knew I would do pretty good in no trump. Okay, so South bid. So let me see. North passed originally. North doesn't have opening count. South bid a diamond, meaning South does not have a 5-card major, and his diamonds are better than his clubs. North bid a heart, so he has at least 4 hearts. South bid a spade. South has at least 4 spades. North bid 2 spades. Now I think North has probably 4 spades. It's pass, pass. I'm going to pass this. So they've decided spades is a better fit than hearts for them. Okay. Well, the unbid suit here is clubs. So let's see if that's my partner's suit. Oh, that's a pretty good stab in the dark right there. Sometimes even when my partner says nothing, they tell me about my partner's hand. All right, so I see a 4 on the board there. My partner's 10 is good, so apologies, but I'm going to take this trick. All right, so now the dummy is on my left. I'm going to lead to the strength of the dummy because I know that won't screw my partner. Because the idea is if he plays high, then my partner's not going to be finessed. Doesn't always work out, as we see here, because that did finesse my partner. But more likely not to finesse my partner. All right. Well, let me take this guy. We're going to give that another go and hope I don't screw my partner again this time. Still lead into the strength of the dummy. Now he's played the ace. The dummy gets to figure out what to play. Declarer has decided to pull trump. And we have a say in second hand low. So my partner probably tried to play low there. Although strategically, like the 9 is right below the jack and the 10. So that was an interesting play anyway. He knows the jack and the 10 can't be played on that. That is a good time to pull out the 9. I like it. Oh, there's the ace. So partner, is the dummy on your left or your right?
I'm playing the weakness of the dummy, but it's on my right, so I'm playing the weakness of the dummy. But
unless you have another plan, that's kind of your default plan. But if you have another plan, that's fine. This is not a great plan because he can rough this. So that's not so great.
Yeah, I must have screwed that up.
Okay, well, play this. That was a 2-for-1 sale though, so that was nice. 2 trumps from the bad guys, 1 trump from the good guys.
Yeah, I didn't.
I don't know that it mattered. It's just like a rule of thumb. So it probably didn't matter in that case. But in general, when you're struggling, you lead to the weakness of the dummy if it's on your right, and the strength of your
there
dummy if
was
it's on
no,
your left.
I wasn't able to lead to the weakness of the
Yeah,
dummy,
that's fine.
unfortunately.
That's fine.
I think this is going to be my last hand. I'm having some issues over here.
Okay.
Turns out fall was probably not the right move.
Okay. All right, let's get this figured out. I think we're gonna bid this. Okay. Not sure I understand that one. Well, shoot. That puts me in a bit of a bind. My partner should have known when I did not double that my clubs are better than my diamonds and not vice versa. And he's saying he doesn't have a 4-card major. Wow. Yeah, that just baffles me. Gosh. So if I know he doesn't have a 4-card major, there's no point in me going to a major. And so I could either pass this or I could try for that. I think I just passed this.
All right.
It's okay. Well, 2 spades. Okay. I'm kind of glad you didn't have to play it in 2 diamonds because that seemed like an awful place to bid. He bid diamonds, so that would have been weird. Okay, the 9. Okay, 9 looks like it's winning so far. So I think my partner led the highest of his partner's suit because I bid 2 clubs. He was trying to tell me where the clubs were, which in general is a good play. In this particular situation, I didn't happen to have high clubs. But and yeah, normally a 2 club or a 1 club bid is asking for a major. So I'm not necessarily supposed to have great clubs. That's unfortunate. Okay. Wow. Okay.
All right. I gotta go, Chuck.
Okay.
Having some issues over here.
All right. Thanks so much
My
for
bad.
playing. Hope we can play
My
again
bad.
sometime.
My bad.
All right. Later.
All right. I'll see you later.
All right. We're gonna get up. So this table, we also had more imps than our opponents at the end, 44 to 18. That's pretty cool. So yeah, Chase is getting really good really fast, which is awesome. I'm gonna look for someone to raid. If anyone has any suggestions, please let me know. Let's check the bridge category. There's almost never anyone in the bridge category. Yep, that's just me. All right. We're gonna check the chess category. But if no one jumps out to me in the chess category, we're probably gonna do a non-chess raid. Like if we don't see any variants. Let's look. I don't see any variants. We've already rated Hunter Wiz like 3 nights in a row. Do I have... Okay, I have a few viewers. Not that many. Yeah, have a great night, Santos. We're going to raid Moohoodles, who normally streams astrobiology, but now she's playing Hypnospace Outlaw. So we'll send a few viewers her way. Thanks everyone for watching. I really appreciate it. And I hope you all have a great night. Yeah, he won't play marbles anymore. Yeah, he's given up marbles. He's dead to me now with no marbles. And he doesn't play chess either. All right. Have a good night, everyone. Remember, Tuesday night we get to watch. Tuesday night we get to watch the finals of the Bughouse World Championship. Hope you guys will join me for that, and we'll try to get more bridge in. Bye, everyone.